Welcome to another day of class. So this is going to be for Thursday, September 3rd. And then if you're a distance learning student or just any student at all for my B-Day, you'll be doing this on Friday. So what we're going to have open is, so you should already have your day-by-day open right here, the September 3rd and 4th right here. So we're not going to do a journal today because we're going to be studying for the quiz instead in just a little bit. So what you're going to need to be able to do is, first, you're going to need to go ahead and either, if you're in person, finish your level 4 intro assignment. If you're A-Day, you'll need to do all of this because you guys haven't done it yet. If you're B-Day, a few of the classes in person had to finish a little bit more of this, so you might have to skip back and forth in this video until you find that area that your class finished at. And if you're a distance learning student, I really didn't like how I taught it on A-Day, so I switched it around, and my A-Day students will be doing this tomorrow as well. So this new assignment is completely different, completely new, so this is the assignment that you'll need to be able to turn in. Okay, so if you go ahead and click on this level 4 intro assignment, okay, this is the one that you're going to be doing today. So again, A-Day students, well, if you're not in person, you need to do this. B-Day students, you'll need to finish what you didn't do on B-Day, and distance students will all have to do this, okay? So when you open up this new document, you're going to find something that looks just like this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a level 4 analysis assignment on this map. So if you guys remember, we went ahead and did the notes on this, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up in these notes if you've forgotten them or different things like that. But basically, these are going to help you to be able to know what to be able to do for this analysis, okay? So last class, you should have at least learned the basics. I didn't love how I taught it, so I'm going to go ahead and teach it a little bit again. So for level 1, this is the basic information. In theory, you've already written this down on your notes from last class period. So when we look at, for example, I'm going to give you guys an example of tracks, okay? So if I'm looking at this map, I'm thinking of the basics. What am I seeing in this? So my level 1 could be something along the lines of, this includes a whole bunch of rail tracks, okay? This includes, you can tell that some areas have more than others. This is in Salt Lake County. Very, very basic pieces of information. So on your assignment on level 1, which again, you can double click and you can go ahead and edit this. For your level 1, I want you to go ahead and think of the basics of the map on the right. So you're specifically doing the map on the right. Map on the left, we're going to use in a little bit. So first, I would do what country is this? So what country is this map of? Then I would go ahead and do what type of map is this? So go ahead and double click on your number 1 and do what, so this is the basics, what country is it? And what type of map is it? So go ahead and do that right now. So now that we're on level 2, your level 2 is going to be based on patterns. So what are some patterns that you're seeing in this? So if I open up my tracks map again, I can say things like, I'm noticing that there's quite a lot of stations down in this area. I can also say that over here, there's basically nothing. And then there's these random little shootouts. I'm not too sure what those are for. So that's what I could write down. These are phenomenon. What I want you to go ahead and do in your assignment is for your level 2, I want you to think, what are two phenomenon that you're seeing in this map? So common ones that students have been doing is, we can tell, for example, you should have put down this is a population density map. The more green, the more population. So where is there more population and where is there less population? Go ahead and pause this video and do your level 2. Go ahead and write those two things down. Where is there more population and where is there less? So this is showing the patterns in this map. Go ahead and pause the video and do your level 2. Now that we've done that, now it's time for your level 3. As a reminder, your level 3 is going to be, why does this phenomenon matter? So in this case, when I look at this, what matters here? So for example, why do you think that certain areas may have an increased population? Why do you think certain areas have a decreased population? What could that imply about these various areas? Now you might want to use the map on the left to be able to come up with some conclusions. I can press the zoom button and go in like this, okay? and stuff like that. Okay? Then go ahead and take your level 3, and I want you to make level 3 and make one observation about why the phenomenon is happening. So why do you think that some areas have higher populations and some areas have lower populations? Go ahead and press pause and explain that in your level 3. Why is this important? So now we're going to do your level 4. Level 4 is a prediction. Why is this pattern important? You should have figured out at this point that most of the population in this map is centered around the capital of Mexico City. You might have also noticed that there's an increased population here and here. If you know anything about Mexico, you know that these two areas, this one and this one, are actually tourist areas. So over here, the reason there's a rise is because this is where Cozumel and Cancun is, and this is where Tijuana and Cabo San Lucas and things like that are over here. So I might say, for example, my pattern is in Mexico City. So maybe I could say, if a population increases for my level 4, I could say something along the lines of what impact could that have on my map. So if there's an increase of population in some areas, what impact could that have? Or for example, in these higher populated areas for tourism right now in COVID-19, cruise ships are not allowed to go to these areas because they're banned. So what impact could that have on the population? So if I look, for example, at my map, one of the things for level 3 that I notice is that there is a phenomenon where everything downtown is where there's a lot of trains. I'm also noticing that there's an increased population in these areas. So for example, if there's a whole bunch of people that live over here, maybe they will create more TRAX lines. Another thing that I know about TRAX is that people who are low income are more likely to have these TRAX lines. So I can tell that my left side is more than likely going to be more lower income because there's more TRAX lines. Well, maybe then I decide, what if, for example, that this area over here suddenly becomes very low income for whatever reason? Perhaps they will create more TRAX lines there. Or, for instance, if you notice over here, this is the U and the Medical Center, Primary Children's. If, for example, a hospital that's like a level 5 trauma center gets created over here, maybe they'll make a TRAX line to go there. Or if we, for example, get an NFL team and we have a giant stadium, perhaps that's why they go there as well. So I want you to go ahead and think about your map. What could be the impact of, for example, population changes, or if COVID-19 doesn't allow tourism? So go ahead and pause and do your level 4 analysis. Now that you're done with your level 4, you're going to go ahead and print this. In the top right-hand corner, you can go ahead, and I should print this, and save it as a PDF. Click these 3 dots, click download as a PDF, and go ahead and upload and submit to Canvas. Now that you've done that, we're going to go ahead and go to the next step. So our next step on our day by day is to study for your quiz. So you're about to go and take a quiz, which is going to be part of your first grade in this class. So these are the things it's over: map skills, types of maps, the 5 themes of geography, environmental determinism and possibilism, and the level 4 analysis. Make sure you know these things prior to taking this quiz. Then you're going to go ahead and take this quiz. This quiz is only 8 questions long and will help you to be able to know or to check to see if you know what you're doing. Go ahead and at this time pause and go ahead and do that quiz. Now that you've done your quiz, it's time for your final assignment. So we're going to go ahead and open up our level 4 analysis assessment. I'm first going to open up my document, which I'm going to do file, make a copy, so I can be able to edit this. This is a level 4 analysis, just a little bit of a different format. You will notice that there are 2 of them. You're expected to do 2 of them for my class. Then I'm going to go ahead and open up the Google Slides, which I haven't linked yet, but that's okay because I have it over here. Okay? So now what I have is I have 4 different map options. Go ahead and select 2 of your maps that you like the most. I'm going to start with this map, for example. I'm going to take this map and I'm going to go ahead and in my indication, I'm going to go ahead and put that this is map number 1. Then I'm going to do my level 4 analysis. So remember, for my level 1, what are the basics? Where is this? What type of map is this? Then I'm going to do my level 2. What are some patterns that I'm seeing? What are some things I'm noticing in this map? For level 3, why are those patterns existing? And for your level 4, why does that matter and what impact could it have? Once you've done your first map, go ahead and do your second map. Once you've done both maps, you can go ahead and download this document and submit it, and that's your task for today. Feel free to ask me any questions. I usually respond on Fridays in particular within about 10 minutes during the school day. Please ask me questions if you need any help. Have a great day.